Alright, so what's up? Today we're going to be installing a downpipe on my car. So when I bought the Tomei, like a week later, I seen one on Facebook and I kind of jumped on it. So yeah, we're gonna install that real quick. Alright, so this is the downpipe I got. It's just an Invidia Catless Downpipe. So I got it used for a pretty good price. So I kind of jumped on it. But yeah, we're gonna install that. See how long it takes us. So when I sold my other downpipe, I kind of sold it with the bolts that I need right now. I don't know why I didn't take them off, but my friend's gonna hook me up with some because he works at Subaru. Shout out to Koi. And yeah, I think we're just gonna take everything off and then just be ready for those bolts. Alright, so we're just under the car. I'll just show you guys what you guys have to take off. Obviously, you got to take off those two bolts and nuts holding your stock downpipe to your catback. And then there's a bolt right here. And then there's another one right here. I should probably get my flash. Alright, that's much better. So there's that bolt right there. You got to take that one off. And then that's pretty much it. Just your O2 sensor, if I haven't mentioned that. Then that's when you get to that mesh right there. Just bolts and nuts on the back of your terp skis. But yeah, that's it. That's all you gotta do. So we're gonna start by taking the bottom ones off. Then that'll be all for the bottom of the car, and then that's when you get up to the top, and then you take off your intercooler and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll start by taking everything down here off first. Working ourselves up. Alright, so we took everything off from down here. Now we're just gonna go up there, and then I'll show you guys what you guys have to do up there. Alright, so you need to access those bolts and nuts. So you gotta take off the intercooler. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. It's kind of a pain in the ass just for that. Alright, so you gotta take off this bolt and the bolt on the other side. And then, let's see. So there's some in the back. They're a pain in the ass to get. It's two of them. Two on each side, I believe it is. Let's see. Yeah, two on each side. Like two and then two over there. Those are kind of hard to get to. And then you gotta take these bolts off. I think they're power steering lines or something that are on your intercooler. And then you just unscrew this clamp and this clamp to get it off of the throttle body. And then just take off these two bolts of your blow valve. And I believe that's it. We'll try that and see what else we need. Alright, so I took off that bolt, the other bolt on the other side. I took off the bolts for these lines, power steering I believe it is. The blow valve bolts, and then I took off I loosened up the clamps holding the intercooler to the throttle body, and then it just comes out. Sometimes I dropped the bolt, so I gotta look for it. Might take me a while because it's all crowded up in there. But yeah, after that, you just take off the two bolts from the back. I'll try and show you guys right now. So it's that one right there, and the other one's just on the other side. But yeah, it's just on the back of the intercooler. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I've seen people. What have I seen people do? So where those bolts are connected is just to that hose that connects directly to your turbo. So I've seen people just disconnect the hose from there and then just pull the intercooler instead of having to deal with those bolts back there. I'm gonna try and do that, see if that's easier. I'll let you guys know. Alright, so I just loosened up that little clamp thing, and then I think I can just pull it out. Let's see. Oh, just like that. That was easy. I'll just show you guys how. So those are the bolts back there that are connected directly to the intercooler. Those are a pain in the ass to get to, so I recommend this other way that I just did. But yeah, now we can just access those bolts and nuts. Alright, so I got all those bolts and nuts off, and now it literally just gotta slide it off. There's probably hitting the cab back over there. Let's go lower it from there first. So I know what's stopping it. So it's just this little thing right here. Just gotta push it up. see, let me grab the camera with my left and my right. Just like that. Oh, shit. There's a stock downpipe. Alright, so I left off yesterday. I'm just taking off the OEM downpipe. And I lost a bolt and I couldn't find it. I even took off the throttle body. I thought these were power steering lines. They are not power steering lines. I looked. But yeah, I can't find that bolt. It's just the one that holds these lines or whatever to the intercooler, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we're just going to install the Invidia downpipe now. Alright, so it's time to install it. So the first thing I'm going to do is get it under there. And get it on that little thing that holds it right here. Just so it can hold, and then we can start screwing everything up here up. Alright, so I just got it connected up there, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about down here. Just to hold it up. That little thing where the bolt goes in. And now the first thing I'm going to do is probably put the bolts up there. And make sure those are tight. And then just put that one, put the one over here by that connects to the tranny, I believe. And then just put the gasket on there. Alright, so I got the bolts and nuts tightened up here. So now we're just going to work on everything on the bottom. So first thing I would do down here is probably plug in your O2 sensor. And then after that, put these bolts in. That one and then the other one. So yeah, we're going to do that real quick. Alright, so O2 sensors in. That was super easy. So now we're just going to get it on top of here again. Just like that. Line it up with the hole. And then put that bolt in there. And then the thing that I was looking at is the Invidia downpipe doesn't have the bracket that goes into there. I believe it's that one. So what you have to do is just put the one with the washer. So yeah, this is the one that's gonna go right in there. You just get it in there. Let me try it. And not left-handed. Let's try this again. And then just tighten it up. It's just a 14. You gotta tighten that up real quick. Ugh. That was fun. So now we just gotta connect it to the Tomei. So I'm not gonna need that adapter anymore, obviously, since I'm not running the stock downpipe. So I can save that for when emissions comes through. So you're just gonna need that gasket, and then you just put it on. Put your bolts on there. And that is. Shout out to the homie Koi, hooked me up with some bolts and nuts and the spring that I need. So we're just gonna do that, and that's all that we're gonna need for down here. Alright, so we got those in there, bolts, nuts, and the springs all tightened up, and then we got everything up there tightened up, so it's all good down here now. All we gotta do is put the intercooler back on, and then we can take it for a drive. Alright, this is why you don't get air rides. So we got everything done down there, and I was gonna jack it up and then get the jack stands out of there so I can work on it a little bit easier, but this side is losing air, so if I take out the jack stands, I'm not gonna be able to get the jack out of there. And then I gotta turn on the car so the compressors can send air to the tank, and then the tank can send air to the airbags. That is no fun. But then I don't have the intercooler on, so I don't want to do that. So I think we're just going to work on it from up here. I think that's why I'm going to go coilovers now. But yeah, we're just going to put it on up here, I guess. Alright, so that slid in like butter. So that red one is just a pipe that goes from the intercooler, the back of the intercooler, to the turbo, and then just your throttle body one there. So just make sure they both align, and then they'll slide in like nothing. So now it's just tighten up this clamp, that bottom clamp, put the bolt in there for the intercooler, the bolt in on the other side, and then just the bolt that I lost was right here, so I just have one for the other side, and then just your 2 blow valve bolts, and that's it. Alright, so everything's done. I got it all bolted up on there. These are just the bolts and the nuts that go on the gasket adapter. So I'll just save that for whenever I need that. Now I got to do some stuff with the access port, and then we'll just turn it on and see how it's going to sound. I'm so excited. Alright, so this is a moment of truth. We're going to see how it sounds. I'm excited as hell. Holy fuck, that is so loud. That sounds so good. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped on that. We're just gonna let it warm up, and then I can give it some revs. See what it's on. I think it's real cold. 81. Alright, so I'm gonna just rev it up, and then I'll just film it so you guys can see how it sounds. Alright, that sounds fucking beautiful. That's what I've been wanting for a while now, for a car to whistle like that. And I think I got it now. Now, I'll probably just need some UEL headers, and then that'll sound so good. But yeah, that's the end of this one. Now, next video is going to be installing these bad boys, so look out for that one. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.